Okay, so today's workout is going to be focused on some core exercises that are safe to do if you are suffering from neck pain, because as we know, strong core is super important always. So let's just get into it. We've got some exercises that we can do that are not going to put any pressure on your neck, but are going to help strengthen your core. And that, when I say your core, I mean your whole core. So we're not just talking about our abdominal muscles. We're talking about our back, our obliques, kind of all encompassing. We're going to focus on our whole core today. And there are only a few exercises, so this video isn't going to be very, very long. So our first exercise that we are going to start with is called a bird dog. And I'm going to kind of come to an angle so that you can see here. We're going to come down to all fours. Now, first of all, I want you to lift your right leg and just bring it straight back behind you. And see how that feels. If you're not experiencing any pain, then we can go ahead and continue with our bird dog. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our head in a neutral position. So you're not really looking up and you're not really looking down. You want to kind of just keep all of that pressure off of your neck and just have your head in one line with your spine. So our hands are right underneath our shoulders, and we're going to lift our right leg and our left arm. So we're going to lift and just bring it right to about our shoulder height, and our leg is going to come right to about the same height as our glutes here. So we're just going to lift and hold for a second and lower, just like that. So lift and lower. So we're going to do one set of 10, and I recommend that you actually do 3 sets of 10, but we're just going to go to keep this video nice and short. Reach up, come back down. Big squeeze at the top here. Let's go 4 more, just like this. Keep that back nice and flat. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Perfect. So like I said, that is 1 set of 10, but I would like, if you're actually doing this workout, you're going to complete 3 sets of 10. So do 1 set of 10, take maybe a 15-20 second break, and then come back and complete the other 2 sets. Excuse me. So our next exercise is called a glute bridge. So we're going to come on down to the ground here on our back, and we're going to try and bring our heels nice and close to our glutes here. So we're going to lay down looking up at the ceiling here, and I want you to focus on a nice straight back. Shoulders are back here, okay? And we're going to squeeze our tummy nice and tight. So you're pressing your belly button into the ground here. So you're holding those abdominal muscles nice and tight. And then we're going to push up. So your whole foot is on the ground, but you're kind of going to be heavy in your heels. But we're going to push up and squeeze. And we're just going to hold that for 3 seconds. So 3, 2, 1, and bring it back down. So throughout any of these exercises, if you feel any pain anywhere, just stop doing this exercise and move on to the next one, okay? So we're going to lift and hold. 3, 2, 1. As we come up for that lift, we're squeezing our glutes and we're squeezing our abdominal muscles, making them nice and tight. So here we go. Lift and hold. Squeeze here, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's bring it on up. Squeeze. And back down. Here we go. Bring it up. Beautiful. So you're not placing any tension on your neck. And bring it up. And down. So when you come down, you want to try and keep your back nice and flat. So you're pressing through your abdominals into the ground. Let's do that 3 more times. Lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Last time here, and again, this was our first set of 10, and I recommend that you do 3 sets of 10. Perfect. So from here, we can just bring our knees in and give them a nice big hug, just relaxing through your back here. So while we're down here, we're going to do what's called a reverse crunch. So we actually have a couple exercises laying on our back. So that reverse crunch, we're going to keep our knees bent just like we would for our glute bridges here. And I want you to focus on pressing your belly button into the ground. So let's take a nice deep breath. Let's inhale. Okay, exhale, press your belly button into the ground. So you feel that contraction and you feel your abdominal muscles working as you press your back. So your back should be nice and flat. Let's try that again just to practice a little here. So inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, pressing that back into the ground. Perfect. And so you feel that press, and that is our position for this reverse crunch here, okay? So you have a couple of options. What we're going to do is we're going to bring both legs up and squeeze, and then a little lift, and then come back down here, okay? Keeping your head nice and flat, tummy stays flat. This is one option here. Squeeze and come back down, okay? If that feels like it's a little bit too much, you can alternate one and then the other. Okay, so we're going to try 10. If you need to alternate, go ahead and alternate. But let's bring both legs in here. And you don't even need to add that little lift if it's a little too much pressure on your neck. You can just come on in and come down, keeping your back pressed into the ground. So we're going to inhale up, exhale down. Nice and slow. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale. So the exhale is always on the hard part, right? Let's just keep going. Exhale is always on the work. So that work is obviously when you're bringing your legs down, right? That's the hardest part with most of the tension. Let's go 5 more right here. Constantly pressing into the ground. 5. And this is a little movement, but it definitely feels pretty big. Let's go 3. 2. And one more time. Down. Bring those legs down. Perfect. And just release here. And then you're going to take about 15, 20 seconds and you're going to do 2 more sets of 10. One thing that you can do is you can practice, like, just when you're watching TV, throughout commercials or anything, you can come to this position and practice that breathing and pushing your back into the ground here. Just inhaling, exhale, push. So that's a great way to learn to contract your abdominals without placing any pressure on your neck or your shoulders. Okay, so our next exercise down on the ground, we're actually going to straighten both of our legs here. Okay, we're going to try and stay nice and flat. All right, so now I want you to just lift and lower your right leg. Take your time. Squeezing through your abdominals, our head is staying flat on the ground. And you want to try not to arch your back. If your back is arching no matter how hard you press, just bend that opposite leg and it's going to help you press into the ground here. Just like that. Let's do 4 more on this side. So pick it up. Exhale down, pushing that back into the ground, just like we practiced. So inhale up. Exhale, push into the ground with your back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. Perfect. So now we're going to switch to the other side, and you decide where you want to be with this one. So if you want to keep both those legs straight, if you're able to keep that back nice and flat, then by all means keep both legs straight. If you're having a little trouble pressing your back into the ground, just bend that knee, and it's going to help you keep your back flat. So let's take our time. Inhale and exhale. So you're feeling that through your abdominals. Every time you bring that leg down, we're using our core, squeezing up our leg and pushing it back down. And then that constant press, keeping our back flat, is strengthening our abdominal muscles and our back as well. Let's go 4 more right here. So 4. And down. Sorry about the puppy. 3. And down. Usually when I'm on the ground, he's climbing up. See, there you go. 2, climbing all over me. And then 1 more, lift it up and bring it down. Perfect. So again, we're going to do 3 sets of 10. Let's bring those legs in and just release. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to roll over onto our belly. All right, this is our last exercise of the day here. So we're going to roll over onto our belly. I'm going to kind of come to an angle so that you can see. Our hands are going to come out, palms down onto the ground, and we're just going to keep our head in a neutral position here. So just like if you were going to lift up from one of those Supermans, we're not doing Superman today, don't worry. So head is in a neutral position. So again, just like when we were doing our bird dogs, you're not looking up, you're not looking down. Find that nice spot where you kind of feel like you're in one line. Sorry, don't mind the dog causing a ruckus there in the kitchen. So from here, we're going to lift our right arm and our left leg. So let's just lift. And just hold for a second and bring it back down. And lift. 2. We're going to go for 10. Lift. Take your time. So we're not letting our arm and our leg fall. We're in control on the way up and down. Let's go 3 more. 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. So again, you'll take 15 to 20 seconds and then come on back and repeat that 2 more times. So from here, let's just stretch it on back into a child's pose. So just reach your arms forward. If that's a little too much tension on your neck, you can just bring your, I'm going to come a little closer here. You can bring your elbows in and just rest and stretch. Then just drop your head. You don't even have to push your chin to your chest. Just drop your head so it's nice and comfortable. And let's just take 3 deep breaths here. In through our nose, out through our mouth. 2 more, in through your nose, out through your mouth. This time we're going to inhale and just arch your back. Inhale, exhale up. And then we're going to slowly come to stand. And that is our core workout with a neck injury or neck pain. So if throughout any of these exercises you do feel any pain, just make sure you stop. You can fast forward to the next one and give it a try. You shouldn't feel any pain in through here or your shoulders throughout this workout. So if you like it, let me know. Hope you have a great day.